The lynching of Suleman Rahim Khan. In the quiet village of Chhoti Betawad, in Maharashtra's Jalgaon district, lived Suleman Rahim Khan. He was just 21 years old, the son of a farmer, and a young man with dreams bigger than his small village. Suleman had recently completed his 12th standard and was preparing for the police recruitment exams. His goal was simple but powerful: to wear the uniform and serve the people. But on August 11th, 2025, those dreams came to a brutal and horrifying end. The day of the attack. That afternoon, Suleman was seen chatting with a Hindu girl in a cafe in Jamna. What might seem like an ordinary, harmless interaction sparked deadly rage. A group of men confronted him, dragged him out, and began beating him. The violence didn't stop there. He was paraded through multiple locations, assaulted with sticks, rods, and fists. By the time he was dragged back to his home, his body had been battered beyond recognition. When his parents and sister rushed to save him, they too were brutally attacked, beaten in their own courtyard as neighbours watched in horror. Even Suleman's grandfather wasn't spared from the mob's fury. By the end of the night, Suleman Rahim Khan lay lifeless, his body dumped outside his own home. The arrests and accused. The crime shocked Maharashtra, and police moved quickly to make arrests. So far, 8 men have been taken into custody. Among the accused are Abhishek Rajput, Suraj Sharma, also known as Ghanshyam, Deepak Bajrang, and Ranjit Matade. Later, more names were added: Aditya Devade, Krishna Telly, Shejwal Telly, and Rishikesh Telly. Investigations revealed disturbing connections. Several of the accused were allegedly linked to radical Hindutva groups like Shiv, Pratishthan, associated with Sambhaji Bide, and others had ties to the Bajrang Dal. Police say Suleman's death was not random. He was targeted, both because of his interaction with a girl from another faith, and because local groups wanted to send a chilling message. Anyone who crossed social or communal boundaries would face dire consequences. The community reacts. The brutality of this lynching spread like wildfire. Videos of the assault circulated online, though too graphic to be shown in full. The images of a young man beaten, dragged, and left to die shocked India and the world. In Suleman's hometown, grief quickly turned to anger. Protests erupted, with people demanding justice and calling for the strongest possible charges against the killers. Many activists demanded the use of MCOCA, the Maharashtra Control of Organised Crime Act, to ensure the attackers faced severe punishment. Authorities scrambled to maintain order, deploying additional police in Jalgaon to prevent communal clashes from breaking out. Why did this happen? On the surface, this was about a conversation with a girl, but beneath it lies a darker reality, a climate of fear, mob power, and extremist control. For Suleman, being a young Muslim in a majority Hindu region made him especially vulnerable. In villages where radical groups hold sway, even the most ordinary acts, like chatting with a girl or refusing to pay local extortion, can be twisted into an excuse for deadly violence. His killing was not just about one boy and one girl. It was about control. It was about enforcing boundaries with terror and bloodshed. The bigger picture. Suleman Rahim Khan's lynching is not an isolated incident. In recent years, India has seen a disturbing rise in mob violence and communal killings, where religion, caste, and social hierarchy intersect with lawlessness. What makes this case especially shocking is the brazen, public nature of the attack. Suleman was beaten across multiple locations in broad daylight, and his battered body was left outside his own home, as if to make an example out of him. His story has become a symbol of the fragility of justice in rural India and of how quickly human life can be destroyed when mobs, politics, and hate are allowed to rule over law. Suleman Rahim Khan dreamed of becoming a policeman, of protecting people, of upholding justice. Instead, he became the victim of a system that failed to protect him. As his parents and sister recover from their injuries, they also carry the unbearable grief of knowing their son's life was stolen in an act of senseless brutality. The arrests have been made, but the deeper questions remain. How many more Sulemans will it take before mob justice ends? How many more families will be left shattered by hate? This is not just a story about one village in Maharashtra. It is a story about India, about the dangers of lawlessness, and about the urgent need to protect the vulnerable before it is too late. That is the story of Suleman Rahim Khan, a young man full of hope, a dream of serving his country, silenced forever by mob violence.